Welcome everybody to this evening's final discussion and update. And the purpose of this session is to find someone who would take over the running of the Silver Hairs Club. I've been running it for 15 years, and I think it's about time to have somebody else who will bring the club to another level and another direction and maybe another format. Okay, but I'll leave it to this new person. We have been trying to look for new people to run the club, say 5 years ago. And we have tried that. And we have also tried having committees. But it didn't seem to work too well. So I'm going to give it one last try. And this evening, what I hope to do is, I hope to be able to find the person who wants to run the club, raise a hand, and without condition. Okay. One of the reasons why I'm not willing to accept any nominees or any suggestion is because usually this person gives condition, and I do not want to have any condition. If somebody wants to take over the club, this is the opportunity, and it's an opportunity to say so right now. We've already got two discussion, and today is the third one and also the last one. Okay. Now, approximately about maybe between 1 to 2 months ago, two persons have actually raised their interest. They have volunteered that they would like to run the club. Okay, and they have written to me, and I said yes. And what I will require them to do is to show themselves to fellow members, so the fellow members know that they are keen, interested, and wanting to run a club without condition. Okay, so I guess some of you have already seen the recording of the previous two discussion. Tonight we'll have the final discussion, and hopefully by the end of it, there will be somebody who would say that he or she is interested to run the Silver Hairs Club. Okay. Now before we close the event for this evening, what I think we should do is or at least I would like to give the opportunity to everybody here to say what you would like to say, all right, before this person surfaces. Okay. And the way to do it is anybody can start first, and then once you finish, you pick another person to give his or her comments. The two persons who have actually volunteered, one is a male and one is a female. But for some reason, the person does not want to show himself and acknowledge that he's interested, or she is interested. Okay. All right. So if that's the case, I would like somebody to start first. Please, because we have 36 people, so I would say that at most you have about 1 or 2 minutes to say your comments per person. Okay. Anybody can start first.
Parents,
go ahead.
I would prefer the other way around. If the two are keen to volunteer to take over, I think they should show the face and say something first rather than the other way around. Is it okay?
Fine.
Huh? At least they show some interest and show that they want to be taking over, rather than loud talk. Then ultimately they don't pick the two. Also bad for them also.
Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Terence, you mentioned.
No, I take John's position. Can the two persons please speak up first? Okay, John, just to answer you, the two persons are not here.
Oh. then they should not be in. It's
and
ultimate.
they have already told me that they are unwilling to speak up. They want to be nominated.
Okay, we have not seen them how to nominate them. We don't know.
Okay.
How to nominate them.
Yeah, correct. Maybe Lydia, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, but just carrying on from what John said, I agree that really these two persons, if they want to volunteer, number one, why are they not even here tonight? And number two, did they allow you to at least mention their names tonight? Did they give you that permission to at least mention their names, even though they don't want to join in tonight's discussion for whatever reason, best known to themselves, which they're probably not willing to let us know even?
The
So
names will not be released. If they wish to speak up, they can speak up right now.
But you mentioned that they are not even in this meeting right now.
They are not interested now.
That means, can I say that they are probably not even interested to volunteer anymore?
Don't assume, Lydia. We have 1.5 hours for them to speak up.
Okay. So they are here
Let's
right
go
now.
ahead. Let's
Okay.
go ahead, yeah.
Parents, if they are interested at the first place, why now they don't want?
I don't think I should comment on that.
But is it because you put too much pressure on them, or they are conditioned they should fulfill?
No comments. Okay, anybody like to speak up first?
Honestly, we can't move forward if we do not know that who are these two people.
Yeah, I think we cannot nominate or accept anybody in absentee. Don't you think so?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I've not attended any meetings whereby we have to accept a person who's absent and we don't even know who.
No, if the two person present tonight, I think it's fair we show the face. I think so. Then we can more or less give a nomination.
Parents, they say they want to be nominated. So is it they don't mind their names be disclosed so that we can nominate them?
I've already said that I will not accept nomination.
Oh, okay. Final, okay.
The person must speak up.
So they are interested, but they don't want to be talking about it. They don't want to show face. Do they want only to help you from behind?
That's not the topic today.
So what is the topic now?
The topic is for the two persons to identify themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, but you said they are not here.
Yeah, how to identify if they are not here?
Exactly.
This is a puzzling game. If I nominate myself, I will tell them. If they don't like me, fine. If they like me, good. But if I really want to lead the club and don't care whether people like me or not, then I will just go ahead. Prove myself. Do whatever I think it is good for the club. And then if halfway through, 1 month later, there will be some feedback, then let us see how it is. So we must give support to whoever these two persons who at least show interest that they want to lead SSC. Not like a lot of us, we don't even, it's a hard job to me. I was so surprised there are even people who show interest.
Yeah, they are very brave.
And now today, I'm not surprised that last minute nobody want to lead SSC. It is very hard. Terence, your job, your shoes is too big.
Okay, anybody else like to say something?
Well, Terence, I think it's not ethical in the sense. At least if he doesn't or he or she doesn't appear, at least speak up. You know, if he doesn't want to show the face, tell us his name, because I've attended so many meetings, AGM meetings, and all these big meetings. You know, those are people who want to serve have to be present and declare him or herself. But very strange, although this is a club, I mean, we are not, although we are not registered with the society club, at least what's preventing them from speaking or appearing? Is there something underlying which they have? I don't know. Up to you to assess them.
Or maybe anyone here on the floor here volunteer lor, or take up the courage that they want to take over lor.
Okay, you, Barbara.
I think this meeting is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sleep. I really need to. And then I wake up just because of this. I have to work tomorrow early. So.
Yeah. Parents have to take over lor. Nobody
Please
take over.
advise how you're going to move this meeting forward.
Your attempt is futile, wasted.
Hey, Terence, how about say, let's say we withdraw a lot, then that person name appeal, then he or she doesn't want. Okay, not like
Guru, you think this one is a joke, huh?
What to do? I mean, rather than you want the whole SAC to close down, that's what Terence he'll be doing, no?
But Sam, you take over lah.
Why me, Leader Chin, you and your.
Because you everybody will laugh.
No, I think no leader want to take over cannot be voted in absentia. It's very ridiculous.
Draw a lot. Right. I mean, maybe
draw a lot is also not fair. If
no, John, you see,
being drawn, don't want to take over how?
No, I mean, seriously, what I'm trying to say is that if we draw a lot, let's assume, okay, draw a lot on me, then the one I can reject. Draw a lot again until finally, maybe John, you like to pay leh,
I declare them ready now.
Then or maybe our rich Tai leh. Oh. Not you, Leader Chin. I'm not talking about the rich Tai.
A lot of rich Tai. You got to give names.
Stay landed property one. Stay landed property one.
A few here also stay landed property.
Is it? Oh, sorry. Then how? Okay, like tonight the Zoom, if not this hour,
that's why I'm asking Terence, how is he going to move this meeting forward? And it's recorded as well.
Suggestion, Leader Po. You got good.
Not suggestion. I'm just seeing stars. And how is it possible that these two volunteers who have already reflected interest in it and have no guts to appear and say something to us, or is it because they are too competitive among themselves too and want to see who is the winner at the end of it? But if it's a fight, then let us know so we can know who we prefer to, if it's among these two. And they don't even want to identify themselves, then I'm seeing stars. What is it all about?
Not spotting.
I'm seeing a lot of stars as well. So I really wonder, how is Terence Xia going to move this meeting forward?
There's no way we can move forward without these two persons appearing, because if they show interest and they are not appearing, that means they are not interested. So if we are going to select among us, according to Terence, he's not nominating, so it's someone needs to volunteer. I think that's what he meant.
Let's wait for Terence to comment.
One thing I can share with you is approximately less than 2 months ago, the two persons volunteered. Okay, And then what I noticed was the person, okay, the club has been talking about it. There's been a lot of chatter about this this process to find somebody to take over the club. According to the both of them, in fact, they say that they are aware of what the communication that has been going on among all the various groups. And their view generally is that after hearing all the comments that have been going around, they have decided that they would not stand up, they would not want to show themselves. That's probably the only thing I can comment.
But do they still want to run the club?
They are not willing to show themselves.
So they mean they are not going to run?
No
You are not.
parents,
Are you getting replacement or not? Yes or no? Simple
Terence,
question.
Terence, you should stand up and put your feet down and say, if you don't show yourself, then you better don't be in the club. I mean,
They have already told me that they are not going to show themselves after
then
hearing
forget about-
after
then
after
forget
hearing
about
from
them.
members.
Then
So
forget
in,
about
it's a
them.
non-starter already,
in
it's a
another word, that
non-starter
means
already.
they are not taking over. In another word, am I right, Terence?
I have no idea. They haven't surfaced yet.
You're going around in circles. I love this.
If they are not
This
going to
is a
surface, we're
mystery
going to
game.
wait until tomorrow morning. If they're not surface, that means this thing is never gone. I think I'm going to leave. I'll see the
me too.
recorded.
Me
Good night,
too.
everyone.
Can I ask something? You said that this person haven't surfaced, but is this person in the room?
Oh, I already said the two persons are not here.
They did not even log in. At the start, they did
What
not even.
are you trying to see all of us talk and then give more feedback, and then it's being recorded, so there is a third party to tell them what's going on?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Okay. Nothing to say.
Okay, in that case, I want to leave also. I mean,
Me too.
yeah.
But
It's just
Terence,
quite
I just want to
strange
say.
It's really quite strange that we got two very brave volunteers who suddenly just disappear out into thin air, you know.
I think basically what they are saying is that after hearing the news that goes around the club, they have decided not to show themselves.
Then at least just come and identify themselves and say that, you know, say that.
Oh, I think I would like to give them the opportunity. We have this session from 9 o'clock to 11:30 or 9
Oh
o'clock.
my God.
Yeah, I leave it to them. It's up to them to see whether they will come or not.
Did you give them a time? Are we going to wait till what time?
Everybody knows the time of this event.
Till what time?
Till 11, I suppose.
So from now it's 9:30 till 11. We're just going to go around in circles.
Okay, good night. Good night, everyone. Enjoy yourself.
Parents, they also did not show up at the second or the first or the second one. They also did not show up. So, apa macam?
I think members may know the reasons why they did not show up.
I do not know.
Neither do I.
We don't. Yeah.
We don't know the reasons at all.
They're scared of human.
And it also shows that these two persons don't know SHC very well. Isn't that the culture? All these checks going on privately, isn't this the culture of SHC? So if he wants to be somebody who takes over the club, isn't she or she to be very strong at all these attacks from everywhere?
Yeah, must be very strong, like Terence like that. So skinny already because of you.
I was happy for Terence for a while, but now no more. Nobody want to come forward. So what is next? Say Terence, we have two scenario. Okay, if they don't want or no nomination, nobody want to replace you, what will be happening?
I think we'll decide in the next few days. But let's let tonight go through first.
Oh.
Do you know
Okay.
anybody? Does any member here knows anybody who has express interest?
Nobody. That's why we're all here to find out.
No, we are too so keen to see the two faces. But if behave like that, it's going to be to the detriment of the club, you know. Even if to be the leader, I don't think they will survive long also, if they behave like that.
Yes, they can't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a start of a marathon and they have not even put on their shoes. How are they going to start the marathon? Right.
Actually, I have been in the club for 5-6 years, and I've observed and seen how Terence runs a club. Actually, you need a person who is very blessed, a person who enjoys seeing happiness in others to run. I can tell you, I feel very bad when he wants me to do a little bit of things. And I thought it was a very simple thing. He asked me, hey, we have organized a zonal group so that we know where they stay, where they go to, and see how they can gather together. I thought that's a simple job. But you know that from the day, yesterday or the day before that, only I collected 73 members who are interested. And you know that I was so, I'm not saying irritated, because I tell you, I'm quite blessed also. I like to see how people so happy. So people just, when I'm doing something, message come up. Oh, I want to join the club. My name is that. Which place I go to. So quickly I will reply. I find that, wow, they really take the effort to read, and then many of them are not even here, and many of those who are here are not inside.
I am.
Doesn't reply to me.
I'm thinking I did. I replied already.
Okay, good. I'm
supported
not saying
you,
about
Kelly. I
a lot
supported you.
not inside. And you know that just to receive the 73, I feel very busy like that.
Yes.
Halfway through, I was replying to another group, friend asking me for go out for lunch, and then this message comes in.
Yes.
So I have to tell my friend to understand me better. I said, okay, hold on. Message come, let me reply first. I reply, after I go back. Before I go back, so I just imagine. I say, wow, Terence can last 15 years. 15 years, and I say, how is he? He must have loved this so much.
Passion.
Even nobody will take over, he will still hang on. Hang on. But then I ask myself, how much can I help? And actually, he asked me, have I any idea, any proposal from after getting the name, okay, group them to see that, and after what ideas or any things that I think they go from there. Actually, I have a lot of ideas, and that's why I say I'm blessed. I like to see everybody happy. I say, wow, if I keep on proposing, and Terence keep on telling, yes, good idea, good idea, good idea. I don't know whether I can cope or not. Okay, so actually, in my mind, I have a lot of ideas now. And you're talking about up to what, 11? 10:30, I'm supposed to have a Zoom for those people who are coming in. So, okay, anyway, I believe not easy to find a replacement. And I've taken too much time. I tell you, Terence, once I speak, I speak non-stop. Generally, I don't speak. Okay, and I also know that actually Terence has a group of friends who are actually helping him. Bob is here. I heard that he's also very helpful. In fact, there are things like people who handles change of password, reply to new members, all that takes a lot of time. But And names earlier I know who she is or who they are, but slowly I also take for granted. Because these are people when I meet in gathering, I should be going around thanking them. But sometimes I take for granted. I only try to enjoy myself there with my own group. Okay, I've been taking too much time already. Afterwards, the whole session I'm not dominating.
Okay, we can have another person to speak up. Yeah.
Hey, Brother Terence, I'm wondering, you see, last time when I joined SAC, right, second D&D, and then I remember we have another co-founder. So assuming if you are going to, if we really got no choice, got no member willing to take over, what about asking the other co-founder? What is your advice, Terence?
They have expressed that they are unable to cope up.
Not easy to cope up.
Even because you and the other one also form 2 or 3, right? Form SEC.
Yeah, but they have expressed that they are not able to cope up.
Pain in the ass. Yeah.
In fact, I seriously don't know who are the other 2 co-founders. I've never met them.
I met.
I have met.
One of those privileged ones who met. A lot of us don't even know who they are.
I think there are 4, right?
I think altogether 4. I met one of them.
I think I met all 4 of them.
Yeah, I met some of them too, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're a lucky.
Why they are not? Why you didn't involve them?
No, they are not willing. They say too much work.
They drop out. I think they drop out SAC totally, right? Because never heard of them.
Yeah, I think 1 month after they joined, they gave up already.
Yeah, they only lasted 1 month. So Su Chan, you all have met him. You all are very lucky.
The very first, I think Monday gathering stuff.
Yeah.
I think that must have been back in 2005.
Yes, correct.
2005 leh.
Yeah.
Sam, when did you join SAC?
06.
Yeah, so
second anniversary.
So that means 2006, they're still around now. That means they came for the meeting. They came for the dinner and dance.
Okay, maybe we let others give their opinion, because this will be recorded. Others will get a chance to hear it. Okay. Kat Ho, do you have anything to say, Kat Ho?
No, I thought one of the founder came in for a Teochew group. That's all I will say. I mean, let others have a chance to say.
Okay. What about Daniel Chan?
My turn. Mysterious. Actually, frankly speaking, with due respect, Terence, I don't know whether there's indeed there is actually any people who volunteered. So mysterious. Who are these 2 people? I mean, at this age now, I cannot imagine any person who dare not face the crowd. Whether it's in the office, whether it's in school, whether it's in a public place, or even in SHC, the extreme case. Why cannot face the crowd? I don't understand. I mean, even after facing the crowd and then he can say bye-bye, also can. I mean, so it leads me to wonder whether there's indeed any people or any person who have volunteered. Okay, having said that,
I think it's pride lah.
Frightened.
Yeah.
Frightened of what?
No, at first, let's say he or she volunteer. When they first come into Zoom, they thought SAC is only consists of those people who come into the Zoom. But after the gossip or after the others monthly gathering, then they know, wow.
That means these volunteer, so-called volunteer, they are relatively new, not pioneer member, not old member.
Correct.
They are very new member, So they thought it was Zoom,
Yeah.
or they appeared because of Zoom.
Yeah.
And they disappeared then they disappeared also because of Zoom. Okay, so much for the.
Maybe also got ulterior motive or whatever it is. I mean,
that we don't know how we can speculate. But no, I don't know. I mean, I've not seen them, so I cannot comment. But okay, the next thing I want to ask is how much time do I have? How much time? The next thing I want to ask is, okay, Terence, strictly speaking, besides running the SHC website and now Zoom, what other things do you do for the club? I mean, let's be frank. Because now we have so many splinter groups everywhere. Everybody is doing their own thing. I mean, they all branch off from SHC. So many groups, WhatsApp group, and so everybody is more or less doing their own thing already. Some even detached from SHC. Once a while they come back. So, like I said, besides running the SHC website and the Zoom, which I believe there's a cost involved, what other things that the new person will have to do? Those things that you, like for Zoom, you think of, all those things are, you just think every now and then you think of new things just to make everybody alive. But are they necessary? So my question is, whoever takes over, to me, I think whoever takes over, just pay for the Zoom and pay for the SHC website. That's good enough. Other than that, I don't think there's not much to be done. But that's my point.
No lah, they should not pay for anything. They already pay with their time and their energy.
Then who will pay for the SHC website and the Zoom?
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned we have to pay some membership fee or some contribution.
So we cannot say the person who take over and still leave Terence to pay for the whatever bill that comes in. That's not fair, isn't it?
Yeah, but the person should not pay anything either.
All right.
Whoever participate in the program should contribute. Yeah,
Terence,
should contribute.
Terence has been doing it. So whoever
Poor Terence. Anyway, thanks Terence very much for all the years. Okay, I need to go now. And I do wish Miss A and Mr. B will really appear courageous. Good night.
If any. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all from me.
I message you never see.
Let me check.
Terence, I am new here, but since you open up this platform, is it possible for this 38 of us minus you, that means 37, to like talk on the platform to let these two hear, whether it's here or not, because you seem to be giving us a question mark. So probably
go ahead.
Yeah, they all. I have nothing to say lah. All I want to say is that I told some of them SHC is definitely a land of happiness, and hope that it will not deteriorate to be a land of destruction. That's all. The rest, want to talk to whoever it is, use this platform and speak to that invisible person. Otherwise, we talk, cross talk to no use. Like 講過講過嘛冇用. Okay.
There's a Junpei there. Would you like to give some comments? Your comments? Junpei, Agnes, and Agnes Xiao.
My suggestions and my opinions could be very very hard for us to take it. Since your takeover has been happening many years ago and still no results. Till today, no results. And I believe another 5 years also no results. So my only main concern now is when is SHC closing down? Simple. I believe if you keep on going and nobody volunteer and nobody want to show up, what is the point? The point is SHC will just dissolve. This is my thought, really my thought. Because I can gather that Terence is very, very tired already. And he's very bothered by all you members, all your complaints to him. And he have to like keep on like father, telling you, hey, don't like that, be what, so and so and so. It is very, very tiring, I tell you. It's very, very tiring. From his determination to say want to leave and don't want anymore, can see that how tired Terence is. But at the same time, we cannot be so selfish that we enjoy here. We want to have good happiness, everything, but yet we are fighting behind and we are complaining and we are gossiping. I don't see what is the point. By all means, form your own goody groups and enjoy yourself. This is what I think. But if you all wants to be in this big family, then we have to be happy. Obviously, a lot of you are not happy, especially the women are not happy. Every day we hear complaints. So I really want to know the answer is when HCC going to dissolve. This is a very, very direct and practical. I'm actually looking at it because to what I see, even the 2 volunteers already gave up. What can we say? Can I appoint any one of you to volunteer? Hey, Sam Go, you volunteer, I support you. We can't. Right. Order to the mouth, I support you, but that is mouth, mouth saying I support you. Action, I don't know. So whichever to turn the clock now, whichever the 2 volunteers, please reconsider and take over. This is what I can advise. If not, another I'm sure Terence, another few years you will still holding handover section. If you are so, I mean, if I know how sad to let go your baby. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's okay. Maybe we'll move on to another person. Agnes Xiao, or you? Okay, Agnes Choi.
Is that Agnes Choi?
And Choi.
And Choi.
Oh, sorry, Ann Choi. Yeah.
Sorry, I have background sound here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think I have any comment, so just follow the flow. That is what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Okay. What about Barbara?
Oh, same. I just follow, very quiet, very obedient. Don't do anything.
Terence, Jasmine.
I have a lot of commitment also. I'm very.
Here before.
What is that, Sam?
Jasmine Wong.
Okay, Jasmine Wong, would you like to speak up?
You're muted.
Oh, I'm very new. So I do not know what is going on. So I also very curious who the 2 will appear. But what I feel, or even recently I'm attending the Zoom, I think Terence, your job, your responsibility is too heavy. If I have volunteer, I probably will be very scared also, knowing the kind of heavy responsibility, because in a club, you're not just taking care of event, but you're taking care of the individual human, and all of us are like a different art piece. So I think it is not easy, But what I feel, or if someone were to take over this club, I personally feel that at least must have 4 people. Like any of the club, they have the president, the vice president, the secretary, and also the event coordinator, something like that lah. Then people will not have so much fear. Oh no, I'm going to shoulder everything, because Terence, you are the only unique one. Nobody can clone you. So in order to take your job, I think at least I have to split into 4 people. That's what I feel lah. Yeah.
All right.
Too
Can I
many
ask
books.
Doreen Chan? Doreen Chan, can you say something?
Actually, it's quite strange to hear my first time to hear such thing. I ran back to just to see what is the outcome. But actually, if you know that they will not turn up or whatever, you should cancel the whole thing rather than, you know, to ask us for opinions and all that. I don't think it works. This is what I feel, you see, after hearing that they are not here at all. And you should actually reappoint and see whether, you know, it works or not, they want or not, or see how it works for this SHC before you ask everyone to come here, and actually it's not the right thing to do. Sorry to say that. Yeah.
Noted.
Next. Yeah.
Okay, what about Cheryl?
I think it's who was one who say it's a huge responsibility. Yeah, Jasmine Wong. Yeah, I feel that it's a huge responsibility. So I actually admire those two volunteers who are so brave and courageous. They're so courageous to volunteer, because it's really a very big responsibility. As she said, I deal with so many characters. No, we are all so different. The opinions are so different. We I think can't satisfy everyone. Or sometimes maybe there's some misunderstandings or that. And how to say, you have to be very diplomatic to answer all their queries, or whatever they have, their concerns. So if these two volunteers have volunteered and yet they don't show up, probably they are not that interested. Maybe they already have known the fact that the responsibilities are very great. So I believe the next step is to find new volunteers. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Okay. How about Leong Lau? Okay. Maybe we ask Frida Lim.
Okay, I too have nothing much to say, but I feel sorry if SHC were to dissolve, and I think you did a wonderful job. And I think some of our members are really rude and ungrateful. So I'm not surprised at all nobody will want to volunteer. So anyway, I still wish you best of luck, Terence, and I'm so sorry also that I couldn't contribute, and I'm very sorry that I didn't contribute after all these years that I have been an SHC members. And I like to say I'm sorry. Yep, and that's it. Next.
Okay, Bobby Bong.
Bobby, you unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, because I just just came in, so I don't really know exactly what's going on. But I understand that there are two volunteers, right? So if these two volunteers, they are supposed to be volunteer, I think they should show up lah. But anyway, Terence, he did a good job. There's nothing much that I can say. It's all up to you to decide what you want to do in the future. But I think one way is to have a committee lah. So then they can help you. So anyway, I leave it to you. Yeah, all right, that's all.
Can we hear something from Rosalind Khoo?
I don't know much about the club activities actually.
Okay.
Maybe get your experienced member to talk.
Okay. All right.
Thank
What
you.
about Cheng Bi Hong? Okay, then we'll move on. How about Jonathan?
Oh yeah, hi. I think whatever needs to be said has been said. So I just have to say that whatever you ultimately decide will have my utmost respect and gratitude. That's all. Thanks.
What about Diana Ng? Jean, have you got any comments, Jean?
Jean, you're muted. Jean, you're muted.
Oh, I'm saying that I'm pretty new. I just joined Zoom a couple of months, and I felt very blessed to meet many people, you know, and I think this is a very good place to make friends, and also, yeah, I feel that if we can come together and support one another, we can still keep this club going. Everyone put our part in it.
Terence, can we move the club without the head? You as still a member?
Can you say again, Arjun?
Can we carry the clubs on, and you as a member, everybody just as a member? No, cannot.
No, not that. I don't quite understand.
Meaning all are members. There's no one take over. All are members, including yourself.
Yeah, I think I share Jun's this puzzling question. Yeah, do we need a head? I mean, like I said, everybody is just a member. We just all we don't need anybody to settle anybody for. I mean, to settle problem for anybody. Now the main thing I see is that Terence is seen as somebody who settle problem for everybody, isn't it? That's why I say he's very busy. So if they take away that role, you don't have to settle problem for anybody. Everybody settles his or her own problem. Why do you need a head? Again, come back to my point. The main thing is that Terence is paying for the website and that Zoom. So that's the main thing, I can see. Apart from that, why do you need a head?
Okay. All right. What about Kola Tan?
New, okay. Daniel's idea very good. Okay, we don't need a head. Okay. Then if Zoom or what, maybe all share to pay. Of course, the tenant cannot pay everything. He also on normal member, so all share to pay lah. If you want to Zoom, since all are member, all are not normal member already, right? Cannot tenant pay the Zoom, pay everything. So many 100 member divide into how many pay so little only. Cannot.
All right. Right.
This my point lah. All is ordinary member. Parent also. Wherever anything all divide into 100 or 1,000 people. So it's a very small amount. Cannot. If personal problem, personal settle. Nobody settle for you. Right. So this is my idea. Okay, next.
Okay. Sally Tan.
Parents, I think just let the two volunteers take over. Since they volunteer, so at least we leave you of all the heavy responsibilities for the time being. And let's see how. That's all.
Okay. What about Susan Chan? Su Chan.
Oh, hi. I think we still have to be patient because it's only 10:10. So let's wait for the next 50 minutes for the two volunteers to face. I'm very positive. Maybe one of them may come in. And secondly, you see, if you fail, all right, if you fail to get someone to succeed you, you can count on our help. I think I can help you in any way if you want, but not full time. Okay, I can help you in whatever way I can. If you need help, should we fail to get one to succeed you, that's all I have to say. Lydia Po, your turn. Anything to share?
I've given my say just now,
Oh.
so let others have the chance.
Yeah, true.
Okay. All right. There's a Pee Wee there. I think it's Priscilla Wee. Would you like to say something?
Hello. Yes, Priscilla here. I think I am actually testing this old PC that my son passed on to me. So I'm supposed to come in at 10:30 to King Yee's meeting regarding what different malls or whatever it is. So this PC is almost as old as I am. So I'm very glad that it's working. So I have to try to fix up the camera as well. So I just came in, but I don't really know what's happening, you know. I'm still in the MCC club.
Mong cha cha.
Hey, Priscilla, you're not in the 71 registered with me.
No,
You're most welcome.
I joined in 2006.
Okay, welcome at 10:30.
Okay. All right. We quickly move on. Vincent He. Vincent.
Hello. Yeah. What is the question actually?
Just came in.
Wake
Came
up.
in not long only. Just came in not long.
He's outside. I think he's outside.
He's outside.
Yeah. I'm rushing to go home, but I thought it's over. So, but then I understand that it's still on, so I come in before it's over lah. So, yeah. Probably I cannot speak much because I did not listen to the bulk of the discussion. But I just want to be curious that who is a potential successor. Now that I mentioned two, do we know them or is it revealed?
Yes, review already.
Who is that?
Vincent He is one of them.
Vincent He.
You.
No, because usually the VIP come in very late.
Allah.
So you are the latecomer.
No lah, I cannot lah.
You'd like to.
I would have a heart attack if I'm nominated.
Vincent, like it or not, you are now the new chief.
I appoint Daniel Chan as my
Okay, secretary, no problem. So you are the chairman, huh? Chairman.
Nobody. I found that okay, maybe let's give. I feel that whoever come in to succeed parents shouldn't measure against him with their own way of style. But that's not before I came in. They are stopped on Zoom having to pay or something like that. Somebody mentioned cost. I don't know who is that. Bobby or what?
I
Everybody
mentioned.
chip in or what? Hundreds of people or what?
Don't worry, Vincent, if you are selected, you don't need to pay.
I'd rather pay. I never mind pay.
Okay. All right. Let's have one more person. Dennis Ha.
Hello. Yeah. I think if the two persons not going to appear and is willing to volunteer for you, I think it's okay for me to accept him as a volunteer to do the background work. You know, so at least our SAC can still continue. Until such time when he's willing to come out and show himself, I think we welcome him. We must get SAC continue going, you see. So irrespective of why if Terence, you find that there's a start of pressure, let the two volunteers continue in the background, it's okay. Until such time that he's comfortable to appear, then let him appear. That's my point of view. I think we have to continue, SAC, no matter how. It's quite a good platform. Everybody volunteer, everybody get to know each other. So there may be something coming up from this platform, I don't know. Really? So we just linger around here and do whatever we can. Of course, from what I understand now, there's so many pressure on you because of complaints, this and that. You got to handle personal matter. I think that's something really tough. Not easy to handle this type of situation. So hopefully we don't pressure these two unknown person, but let him run the whole thing on the background. Then you won't feel the pressure. That's my view of it.
Yeah, I agree with Dennis. And then we don't disclose this two-person name or whoever, so that the mouse can catch the mice.
That is a tricky situation now. You don't even know who they are.
We are not supposed to disclose. It's better.
How do you support two unknown persons?
In there, it's not that we don't want to know. Question is that at this moment now, he feel comfortable running it. Let him run it. We're helping Darren to do it. So that this thing will go smoothly. In time to come, definitely he will appear. I believe so, he will appear one. It's a matter of time only. But don't pressure him now because since he find that situation is so complex, he rather stay in the background. Let him be, Let be in comfort zone first. And then let us run the whole club moving. We have to get on moving and don't just linger around, see who's the person, and then after that you attack him, give him so much problem. That's not what he wants. He volunteered already and then he gets so much problem. I think that's not fair for him. Let him be, and then we just continue.
So that means your suggestion is to let these two anonymous persons
let Terence decide to. Yeah, and then after that
to
let it run.
Anonymous.
Yeah, let it run. Then in time to come, just automatically you appear, you will get to know. See? So it's okay. I think it's not a big issue on. It doesn't matter that it must appear now and then people start to know and then start to gossip around again. And then give a lot of unnecessary pressure. Everybody has own.
But Terence want to step down.
Yeah, that's why I say these two were helping him behind here, step down. Let this nominate, let Terence decide which are the one, and then let it continue running.
How to continue running when Terence step down?
Yeah, that depends on Terence's decision already, one.
Terence, do you want to step down, Terence?
Is there such thing as 3 months probation?
Oh, that depends on Terence.
Okay,
Terence, everything depends on you.
Two guys will run the club anonymously from background without surfacing. Correct.
I think these two guys are waiting for Terence to announce their names before they surface.
And must have a big bang and then a lot of music. Like that.
Can I suggest since there are already various subgroups for track running or walking or gardening, all these people who are heading this, running a very good job, so they assist Terence. Terence is just the titular head. Maybe we can be just advisor. So in time to come, one of them might want to take over as the SHC chief. You just be the advisor. All these running the various subgroups help you out. Because most of the members already evolve into subgroups. Then from there, hopefully over time, you can see who are the really passionate people, then can take over from you.
Because we are afraid of change.
Okay.
Can I talk a while?
Yeah, go ahead.
I find it very strange. You want someone to do behind. What is our main aim in SGG in Zooming? You must have activity, someone to promote, and which Terence is always cracking his head. How to get events running, how to get Zoom running, how to get someone to do it running. If these two people is hidden behind and do nothing, I tell you for the 3 months, half a year, the Zoom got nothing, no events on. Because you need someone to spear something lively in these events to carry on. If not, you won't see any events. Then this whole club is just like a dead, just like a dead club. Which I don't think Terence wants this way. Terence wants someone to promote this club, to have events running on. That's why he's cracking his head every time want to get ideas from members. So I think two person behind doing, I don't know what they're going to do. If not, they're not going to surface themselves out. I don't know what they're going to do behind. How they're going to do events and how are they going to promote events, you know. I really don't know.
Okay, let's give another two more person. Leong, are you there, Leong? Leong. Okay, let's have one more person. Ju Sing.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, as much as it's quite a difficult situation now, but to say that running by itself or a leader, I think it's not very feasible. The thing is that currently, since that subgroup function, as what the other gentleman suggested earlier, the subgroups function first, and among the subgroup, they try to coordinate and finally get somebody to hit everything. So the thing is that whoever there's for their own reason, the two ladies or gentlemen that don't appear, give them a period of time to try. If they don't appear, then don't force them. No point lah. We need people who have initiative, who want to do, who's interested, who's passionate to get it running successfully. Okay. So the things that at this point of time, I think I think the best we can do is continue the subgroup and see how the subgroup work out to be. That's all. I at this point of time with Frank, I also don't know what other solution can we have.
Okay, thank you. Iris, did I ask you, Iris?
Not yet.
Okay, can you please?
I would suggest that somebody like those that are retired should volunteer because they have the time to do so. Whereas people like us are working, don't have that much time. So maybe people like Sing Chun or whatever, or what Chan Kai can volunteer.
Yep.
All right. Did I miss out anybody?
Catherine soon.
Okay, Catherine soon.
Don't volunteer me. I mean, I'm talking about voluntary to talk. I'm not going to talk because I'm going to speak in Cantonese now. 講嘢係唔啱，唔講嘢係唔啱，最好係唔講，唔講咧死咗就唔知道咩嘢 what's happening. Full stop.
Anybody like to translate that?
我唔識聽啊，我唔識聽。
Okay, I translate.
I volunteer. You
I also
talk,
can
you
volunteer.
die. You don't talk, you also die. So the best is don't talk.
No.
You don't know how you die.
Yeah, don't know how you die. 講啊是死，無講啊是死。
So
咪講啊咪垃圾啊。
Why can talk? Catherine Son, why don't you just say talk? Won't die one.
Talk, what happened, you know? You go to the comments, you go and read all sorts of nonsense. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be, I don't want my blood pressure to shoot up again and then go to hospital for nothing, spend my money. Money could eat.
Okay, today I learned some Cantonese. Okay, I think we have about 10 minutes left. I will close it at exactly 10:30 sharp. So feel free. Any comments?
Okay, just now you asked me to talk. My phone was kind of a mute. Basically, running this thing it cannot be a one-man show because basically it's what is a lot to expected of it, and every club would have a club rules or every or constitution. So we should be guided by that, so you don't feel so fearsome to run this pace. Currently, there is so much expectation out of him. What is he supposed to do? So everybody gets scared of. The would-be leader would get scared of. But currently, ever since the COVID, I find that we have moved to a new direction, a lot of Zoom meeting, which actually encourage more meeting in the sense, a virtual meeting, than before where we have physical meeting once a month. But now I find there's more activities. It's just that I don't have that much time to join all the activities. I can see that all the activities various interest groups are doing quite well, and those EO who volunteer to head this group, I think they're doing a wonderful job. You need to expand on that. That's all I got to say.
Carry on. Anybody? Feel free.
So Terence, can you please advise after tonight's meeting, what's the decision?
I'm not so sure yet, but I think I'll take about a week to think about it. I'll let you know.
I think you should hold another one before the end of December 2020.
Today is the last day.
Oh.
No
more. First of all, this is really a thankless job. Whoever volunteer, I'm not speaking my piece. I'm just saying that because of so many comments, which I really thank the person. I really thank the person for sharing. Thank you very much for the comments. And you know, it's first of all, it's really a thankless job. Whoever comes in, you will get hit here, there, everywhere. Don't say anything more.
That's why I say you have to be guided. That if there's a club rules or regulation, all is guided by there, and he is just ensuring that people comply by these club rules. Any club, whether it's SICC or Raffles Town Club, all have a club rules, and people will just currently this club don't even have a premises, don't even have a physical place to a gathering hall, and so but still then there should be I think the would-be leader is scared off by the expectation out of them, because they know what is expected of me to do.
Precisely, it frightens you off, or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the stupid comments, really, all the stupid comments, they think they are very atas, they know everything, that you don't know anything. So who dares to come in to volunteer, ask you? Who dares? No one dares, I tell you that.
But if you see it as a stupid comment, then why bother about it? If you have the passion to run the club, then just go your way, because parents have given the authority. Once the person takes over, it will be his staff or her staff entirely without any other involvement. So if if someone is so passionate about it, they have the guts to volunteer, then face it, because this is going to be a bullet. You have to train yourself to be a bulletproof character to be in this role. So if you already know that what outcome is to be expected, and yet you still want to take the role, then as the members, of course, those who are not stupid or those who are not mean one, we're sure to give our support. But if those are mean one, like what you say, those stupid comments, why give a damn to it? We can never stop anyone's mouth.
I know, Lydia, I know, but people like me, I already got very, very thick skin already. I have very, very thick skin, but my skin is not so thick like a leather. I cannot take whatever comments that's put down there. I'm not affected by it. Actually, I'm not affected. I really thank the person very much. Thanks for sharing. But a person who is even less thick skin will not be able to take it. Okay, now go back to Terence. Terence really has done a very good job. He is number one, I really take my hat off. He is very, very diplomatic person, very diplomatic. As you are saying, that all of you were saying about his being a father to all of us, I don't think he really did that for us. He left the whole thing all to all of us to sort of sort it out yourself. So he's not really a fairy godfather or fairy godmother to any of us. But we will find our way anyway. We really did. As Lydia Paul, you mentioned earlier, it's not about having passion or having, accept the job or anything. But basically, even if we have the passion, for example, I think a few of us here have a lot of passion, but it's very tiring, like Terence.
But that gives to the tagging of volunteer. So what is a volunteer? In the first place, you must understand what is a volunteer yourself first. So I believe if you get this perception right, then going along the line, and this is what you really want to do, and you want to prove that you can do it, then give yourself a chance. That's it. All we have, why Terence until now still insisted the same, say that he don't want to nominate, and neither of us want to nominate. It's just a volunteer. So that's what all volunteers is all about. Sorry, yeah, I spoke too much, but this is how I feel about it. Yeah.
I know you are very passionate also, not that you're not passionate. It's just that, you say so much, then why don't you volunteer, Lydia Paul? You should be the first one to volunteer to say,
No, because passionate is how you feel about me, but that is not how I feel, because I know myself I cannot be bulletproof. And this is the culture, SHC culture. Okay, some members say put in a very nice name, as SHC is a happy land. But all of us who have stayed long enough in SHC and been targets of SHC, we know exactly what is it about. Is it really a happy land? That's a big question mark to yourself. So let's not have to argue about that. But we just give the support. Yeah.
Okay, I like to quickly ask somebody else to make a comment. Teresa Xiao.
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Yes, can hear you.
Sorry, I just came in. I didn't know what is happening. Can you please continue first? Hello.
CC Club. We have 4 minutes more. Okay, did I miss out anybody? Okay, I think we have enough for maybe 2 comments or 2 or 3 comments. Okay, anybody? Okay, if not, I would like to end this session. I will review what has been discussed, and I will come back with something within a week now. Okay, but essentially, this, as I see it, and as I know these 2 persons, as I discuss with these 2 persons now they have decided not to raise their hands. Okay, earlier, about 1.5 months ago, or less than 2 months ago, they have expressed interest, but now they are no longer interested. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, as to how the club will go, let me think about it, because I really want to find somebody, one single person to lead the club. The club can have a committee or whatever, but I'm really looking for one person to lead the club and guide the club through. Okay, so that's my second point. The third point is I was waiting for people to surface today, but unfortunately, I don't see the 2 person, so I will just conclude that there's been no interest. Okay. All right, I guess that's all I have to say.
Can I suggest something else, Terence? Since you already more or less give up, I think you should just cast your net among those EOs who are in charge of all the various subgroups. They are very keen, they are very social. I think just approach them, see whether they're keen or not. I think you have to choose from there. It's easier than asking for volunteers. As it is, they are already volunteering and running all these subgroups.
This batch of new people are quite sincere, and maybe they can help, because last time the committee was not so good. Maybe give it a trial, because it's not easy for one person to run the club. Well,
okay, I think we will close this event. I'd like to thank all of you for coming in to participate. This session will be available live tomorrow, and you'll hear from me in about a week's time. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.